And Vugu Nayosi means Black Power in Kiswahili, Black Revolutionary Now. Just wanted to bring you this video on this white supremacist called John Schneider. And if you are not familiar with him, he used to be on a TV show called The Dukes of Hazzard. And anyone who is familiar with that TV show, the red car in that TV show used to have a Confederate flag on it. And this John Schneider character is supposed to be a country singer. And he's all mad because Beyonce have a country album coming out. I think her single is called Texas Hold'em or something like that. And so this white supremacist say some derogatory racist stuff, and he just basically just is upset because she want to do a country album. How crazy these people are. And for people who don't know, Black people invented country music. It came from folk music. It came from bluegrass music. Check out this video with John Schneider, what he said about Black people, and we will come back and discuss the history and where country music actually came from. Check out this video and we'll come back and discuss it.
The lefties in the entertainment industry just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark, just like a dog in a dog walk park. You know, every dog has to mark every tree,
Yeah.
right? So that's what's going on here. Shania and the other folks you talked about, what they did is they were in country music and they went out. You know, and that's one thing. But people coming into country music have because I know a little something about country music, and
Wow.
they see.
You heard correctly, family. This white supremacist, John Schneider, said, "We are like dogs who like to leave our mark everywhere we go. We like to leave our mark in parks." Wow. But he said something very interesting at the end of the video. He said he know a little about country music. Yeah, he's correct. He know very little, because if he really know about country music, he would know that country music came from Black people. When we hear about bluegrass and folk music, that's where country music came from. And Black people was the people before white people was doing those music. And we created country music out of that. Let us start with the instruments, specifically the banjo, which was called the banja in the Caribbean. but it was also called the lute in West Africa from the people in Senegambia, which is Senegal and Gambia today. It came from the Jola people who created that instrument that we find in early bluegrass, folk music, and early country music. So when you look at artists like Linda Martell, John Snipes, Henry Glover, you look at Leslie Riddle, who actually taught the Carter family. And if you know about country music, you know that was like some white people or a white family named the Carter family, you know, who was big into country music. So yes, black people taught them. But it gets very, very interesting because we know the early start of country music actually started with minstrel shows where they used to make a mockery with putting on the black face and playing the banjo and making fun of black people. So the minstrel show actually stemmed out of they mocking black people in early bluegrass and folk music that black people was doing. So for this white supremacist John Schneider to say that we taking over everything and they are mad of we want to do the music that we created is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I want you to go and do a little bit of research and see the early black people who created what we know as country music. And it just goes to show that when you look at white culture vultures who stole a lot of the things we created and take it over and claim it as their own, and we bring up the history of where it came from, they get mad because they have hidden this history for a very long time. We black people invented every genre of music. Yes. Blues, R&B, which is rhythm and blues, jazz, funk, soul, reggae, hip-hop, Afrobeats, bluegrass, folk, country music. Yes. So when these white folks want to get mad and want to get upset, it shows you who they are. It shows you they don't know what they are talking about. And maybe some of them do know, but they don't want to give us the recognition of the things we created that they do right now. So I just want to bring you that video, and I will drop a link in the description with a video going through the history of where country music came from. Peace and Black Power. Black revolutionary now.